Drivin Ivan here at Gulf Coast Motorworks here near Naples, Florida, and they've got a beautiful Speedtail here. A lot of cars in here, Ferraris and McLarens, Bentleys, Porsche 911 GT3 RS, but I was trying to figure out which is the car I would most like to drive home, and this is it. I mean, basically, I don't know if it's a spiritual successor to the McLaren F1, but it's got the steering wheel in the center, and two of your buddies can ride along with you. And I'm not even sure if I like the yellow color. I know they make them in blue. That's the way I'd have it. Look at this Stingray, cool 70s bike, but just, I mean, come on. Look at this thing. Jeez, is that hot. That is what you want. You want a little Art Deco flair in your modern exotic, and so few of them have it. But this one's got it in spades. Just so cool, so exotic. I think they'd had this for a while now, and so it's probably priced super high, and it should be. I'm not sure how many they made, but they're certainly very exclusive. And that shape is just to die for. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The Speedtail McLaren. Yeah. Love it. And there's some cool stuff in here. This McLaren. This Ferrari with the interesting interior to match those wheels has about 905 miles on it. They've got an Enzo in the back. And all sorts of cool Ferraris. But this one's nice. Has sort of Daytona seats in there. I like them. No manual transmissions in these things, if you're into that sort of thing. $300K for this one, which is a 2019 Ferrari 488 Spider 2-door. Convertible, of course. Scuderia badge there. I think Ferraris look actually extra good in white. See, even up there. Nice looking car, honestly, and as are all of the cars in here. Looking good. And this one, to me, like I said, is the one I would most like to drive home. The McLaren Speedtail. Wow, is that awesome. Reminiscent to me of just like old Bugattis and that sort of thing. Maybe not old Bugattis, but old like Talbot Lagos or Delahaye's or something like that. Something that's just uber exotic and speedy from back in the day that was like custom coach built and things like that. This Bentley, when you see Bentley Speed, that usually means it's a W12, I believe, the 12-cylinder, and super, super cool, honestly. However, the Rolls-Royce Wraith Black Label, which I have reviewed, I have a full driving review of this car, so check it out on YouTube. Amazing headliner, and well, you can watch the full review, and I'll tell you, there is something extremely special about the way a Rolls-Royce drives. I have a Citroen CX with the suspension, the hydrodynamic suspension, and it is just a very cushy, crazy ride that you get in these cars. Look at this purple and white Rolls-Royce. Absolutely stunning, I think. Beautiful. Huge wheels, of course. You need the huge wheels. Suicide doors that were once verboten in the automotive industry because they were dangerous, but now they've engineered a way for them to be safe again. Look at this beautiful, of course, manual Acura NSX. You guys in Europe will know this as the Honda NSX. Acura was the US high end of these cars, and let's see what they're asking for it. 2005 Acura NSX-T, that's the Targa version. $200K is what they're asking. Beautiful car, and this Ferrari is stunning also. Yeah, F12 TDF, which is Tour de France. Ferrari Enzo, like I said, supercar of Ferrari, dedicated to El Commendatore, the man, Enzo Ferrari himself. Not too far from Naples, as I said, right now, and they have Enzo Ferrari's private Ferrari, which was a beautiful I believe it's a green, like 330 or something like that. It's gorgeous. And they retired the color. They'll never make another car that color of Enzo's private car. So that's pretty cool. This one looks good in blue. Here's a couple Ferraris down here in the corner. You know, all the new stuff, all equally as fast to me. Ferrari Roma, I have a full driving review of. They've just started up this, I believe it's a Factory 5 Shelby Cobra clone. You can see my full driving review of that one. Just search on YouTube, Drivin Ivan in any car, you should find it. Including this Ferrari Roma, like I said, or the Bentley Bentayga, or the Bentley Mulsanne Speed. The Bentayga is the SUV. I had the pleasure and privilege of driving that one. You'll want to check out my latest video, one of my later videos, The Truth About Driving the Lamborghini Countach. And that's a pretty cool video. Check it out. Got to drive the Icon Countach. Porsche 911 is an Icon too. I have 2 of these in my collection. Search what does Drivin Ivan drive if you want to know. But this one is very cool. It is precisely a Turbo S. That's what it is. And yeah, beautiful car. They're big though. They're bigger these days and super luxurious. And that's what people want in their cars these days. Luxury. They have to be kind of bigger for safety and such. And that's just the way it is these days. C8. Now mid-engine Corvette, and this one, this is ZR1. Yeah. Brand new. These are the belle of the ball these days. Everybody wants one because they're just released. I've seen one on the street so far. Of course, now that I'm here in Florida, I'll probably see a lot more of them. Look at this color. You see a Ferrari that color every day? No, you don't. Love it. Scuderia Prancing Horse badge. That was taken from a friend of Enzo's family, I think, who had lost his life in his squadron flying a plane, and I think that was kind of a tribute to him back in the day when Ferrari first started in the late 40s. He actually was ready to start his company earlier, but Alfa Romeo, who he worked for, told him he could not. These are kind of beautiful, interesting Ferrari seats, not the Daytona that you're used to seeing. Blue steering wheel, blue exterior, really nice looking car. Look at these Florida birds everywhere, really interesting too. They're different than what you see elsewhere. Of course, Ferrari's always showing off their red heads here. Testarossa, that's what that means. This is not a Testarossa, of course, but those red covers are what they're talking about. 488 GTB. GTB, of course, is Gran Turismo Berlinetta, which means it's going to be a hardtop and the performance model in a Ferrari lineup, dating back many, many, many years to the probably the 60s, I believe. First time they used the GTB nomenclature. And this one does have a bit of the Daytona seats, I would say. But really cool. You want to know how much this one is? I do, because I love this one. 2016 488 GTB. $249,995. So there you go. If you're interested in any of these cars, of course, you can get in touch with these nice people here at Gulf Coast Motorworks, Maserati. I've got my Maserati hat on today, showing my pride in my wonderful Maserati. I have a 2005 Spider after much driving of all of the different ones. Want to see which one I ended up with? Check out my buyer's guide of the Maserati M138 Coupe and Spider, and later on the Grand Sport Spider and Coupe also. Really cool cars. This is an interesting Mercedes. I'll work my way over and show you the very interestingly colored 905-mile Ferrari here, the F8 Spider. Interesting. Somebody went to great lengths to order this custom, I suppose, and this got yellow calipers, and the interior matches the wheels kind of beautifully. But I guess they maybe they got bored with it a little quickly, and here it is for sale. So, like I said, Gulf Coast Motorworks. This one is sold. if you're interested. It's a beautiful car. Interesting Ferrari emblem there. It's a different sort of custom sort of look, actually, even on the wheels. The prancing horse looks a hair bit different. The engine cover, everything's different about this one. It's super custom. It's probably why it sold quickly, because it's so custom and cool. And this one here is 2022 Ferrari F8 Spider. There you go. So, Gulf Coast Motorworks, great exotic car place down here near Naples, Florida. And they've got some very cool stuff outside, which I'll probably show you too. Let's go see it. Now I'm out here with the photographers who are photographing this beautiful 911 Turbo S for their website marketing, and they know how to do it. Beautiful, right in front of the building there. That was a couple Z06s inside, like I was saying before. I forgot if I called them something else, but whatever. This is a early 70s, 71 or 72 Chevelle. Looks to be resto modded, and yeah, it's got some comfy, cool looking seats. It's got a shifter that looks like it's a stick shift, but it's not. You can't quite see it. Yeah, you can. Trying to get it so you can see it there. But another C8 Corvette, beautiful. Maserati Spider. This is not like mine. My Maserati Spider, this is the Grand Sport Spider. Mine is the earlier one. These are longer and will seat 4, whereas mine does not even have back seats. This Mercedes looks pretty hot, I would say. Let's see what's going on with this one. Beautiful wheels. S550. There's some great cars back over here at the car wash, looks like. You got head over there. Tesla, Corvette, Land Rover, Defender, Range Rover, new BMW. I got a lot of driving reviews of the new BMWs where I talk about this grill, the new grill. But yeah, I reviewed the i7, the new Z4, the M240, what is it? All sorts of stuff. Check it out. And I'm posting more. I have more to edit and post. So lots of new BMW reviews coming also. This is a JDM Honda minivan. Kind of interesting. Look at the back here. I'm not sure of the model or anything, but I am sure that it's pretty darn cool. Look at that exhaust. Cool stuff. Really nicely done. And yeah, JDM. Here we have a SV Lamborghini here. Yup, that's pretty much top of the line. And I like the color. Check out my interview with Valentino Balboni at Pocono in the 90s, and then again at the Lamborghini factory before it even opened to the public. Check that one out, McLaren here. Which one you like, McLaren or Lamborghini? Which cars that I've shown you today do you like the most? Let me know in the comments. You never know, I just might respond. Get a little conversation going. Look at this Indy pace car. How cool is that? What's it say? Gainbridge, Camaro, Indy 500. Beautiful. SS convertible. That is nice looking. It is sold at Mecum. I guess they bought it here, so maybe they can resell it, I guess. I don't know. I like it. 2021 Chevrolet Camaro pace car 6.2. I wonder if it was just sold at Mecum. But anyway, super cool. Inside and out. Yeah, it's worth a second look, I think. Very, very cool. Very cool car. Aston Martin, also very special. I reviewed a couple Aston Martins lately, the V8 Vantage S and the DB9 V12. Also reviewed those. So beautiful, beautiful car here. This one's very rare and custom. Abarth Fiat 500. I own a Fiat 500 actually. Charlie Sheen's. I reviewed just about every one of these cars. And yeah, you can see my full driving reviews of those and hear the story about my Charlie Sheen Fiat 500C. He actually shot the commercial for Abarth. Working on some customer cars and such in here. Very cool stuff as usual here. Even these wheels are cool. Look at those. Yeah. Nice. Cool. Beautiful stuff in here. Old Corvette. Nice old 50s Chevy.
Yeah, those fired, yeah.
Beautiful. Like them. I like the wheels on this Abarth too. Carlo Abarth, of course, started modifying cars back in the, I want to say the 60s, basically, but probably earlier than that. And they finally started doing tribute versions at Fiat, and these are really wonderful. You can even get this in a convertible. And they just have a great sound. The Abarth exhaust is very, very cool. This Jeep Scrambler is also pretty cool. It's a Wrangler. I think it's a Scrambler, but certainly a rare configuration and kind of the perfect car for Florida. Beautiful interior here. Yes, it is a Scrambler. Another Lamborghini. And a beautiful Porsche. Looks like it's gone racing. GT3 RS. So what I alluded to. Inside. 07 Gallardo, 110,000. Yeah, I've driven a similar one of these. Like I said, the COUNTACH, which I just got to drive. What a privilege. What a wonderful car. GT3 there. I like that truck too. Truck's good looking. Let's get on in there. Yeah. Looking good. Modern BMW. I drove the new modern electric BMW SUV also. This one I wanted to come out here and shoot because it's just awesome, won't you say? How cool is this Beetle? There are Beetles and then there are Beetles. And this one is man, it's about the coolest, wouldn't you say? I really like it. I mean, it's got the convertible top, manual. You know, if you're a Gen Xer, you know somebody that had one of these. You have stories. One of the funny stories I have actually is we were taking my friends to lunch, and it was a semi-automatic, meaning, yeah, you actually had to shift it, but it had an automatic clutch. And that was about the slowest VW Beetle you could have. It was ridiculously slow. It could not even get out of its own way. And we were driving up this really steep hill, and there was probably a lady realtor in a car. I'm actually a realtor. If you need help in the DC, Maryland, Northern Virginia area, I can help you out. But she was probably a realtor slowing down to look at properties and stuff, or finding an address, and we were goading my friend on to pass her, and we got beside her. She was probably going like 3 or 4 miles an hour, and it took us like about a minute to pass her up the hill. It was pretty funny. And just, you know, Volkswagen Beetle stories. Our family business had one of those. It was light blue. I mean, you know, they're just very lovable cars with a history. Well, maybe kind of a bad history way back in the day. But, you know, that's the founding of Porsche and all that sort of thing with Ferdinand Porsche. Ferry Porsche. But, you know, everybody in Gen X has a story. And, of course, boomers, too. They all remember those cars fondly. This is pretty damn cool, I think. Cars are meant to go. This one's looking like it's getting some restoration work done on it, but I think it's pretty cool as it is, personally. Ghost FPV. Probably a mechanic that works here. And it's, I think, super, super cool. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Trying not to miss any cars, and this Detroit 442 is quite cool. Interesting color. An earlier one, and super, super cool. Yeah, that's what Blondie was singing about. Detroit 442. Baby, baby, I could rock with you. This is basically an Lexus IS 300, the early one. And it is a stick shift. It looks like it's got some foreign badging on it, but these were very desirable. They even came in sport cross configuration where you could basically carry stuff in the back as a wagon. They were super, super cool. I love those. Always on my list to get, and I never have gotten one yet, unfortunately. I want a blue one. Speaking of blue, what a beautiful color here. Blue with a light interior on your cool C8 Corvette. Yeah. There's the business end. Really nice. I don't want you to miss anything here. In case you saw something in the back of a shot. Like, hey, what was that? Here it all is. Bentley Bentayga, similar to the one I reviewed. Interesting color. About the same color that I reviewed too. I don't know about this one. You know, they cut off the back end here, and that to me is like, what are you thinking? Because you're getting rid of storage area, and I've never understood these. And it's an M6, so it's a great driving vehicle. It defies its weight, and it handles really well, but still, I'm still like, more of a fan of the wagon. Shelby, very nice. This one is well presented. I think it's a stunner. Black with the chrome rims, and yeah, it's a looker. Looks good. Shelby Super Snake. And yeah, I have a Shelby Dakota pickup truck. Carroll Shelby worked on a lot of other projects for other manufacturers and did a lot of stuff for Dodge. And mine happens to be a convertible. You can see the full review of that one. California truck. Very, very cool. I love it. And I was fortunate enough to meet the man, actually. And I interviewed Pete Brock in front of the Cobra Daytona. And that was a very special day when that vehicle was being inducted into the historic vehicle registry. 120,000 for this one. So yeah, just search Drivin Ivan in any car, or Pete Brock and the Cobra Daytona. You'll find that great interview with a legend. There's their information if you want to give them a call. But yeah, lots of great stuff. Look at this beautiful Bentley. That's a great color. I like the more rare colors, you know. Everybody's got white. Although I think white stands out, especially down here in Florida. It reflects the sun away from your vehicle. Here's an Evora GT. If you want, you know, some of the last of the really, really cool Lotuses, you might want to get yourself an Evora GT. I'm a big fan of the Lotus. I have two of them, a Europa and a Esprit. And I think they're wonderful cars. Two more blue Corvettes for you. That truck backing up over there. It's just a regular pickup truck, and it has a crazy, annoying reverse. Must be a work truck or something. But there you go. There you go. Two cool Corvettes, both blue. And then, like I said, the Lotus, super cool. Bentley, Mercedes, AMG, beautiful cars. Yeah. Alrighty, and so there you go, my tour of Gulf Coast Motorworks down here in Naples, Florida. Hope you've enjoyed it. Smash that like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, the real Drivin Ivan, Instagram, and YouTube here, Drivin IvanKatz, leaving off the G, and that's both of those, at IvanKatz on Twitter. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Search any car in Drivin Ivan. Watch my Free Your Mind music video. That has a lot of my car collection in there, and also my musical instrument collection. I do music videos. I play all the instruments on Hotel California, and a bunch of other cool songs too if you're into music. Original songs out there as well, and guitar reviews. But if you want to know what I drive, just search "What does Drivin Ivan drive?" and you'll find out. Got some pretty cool cars. Lancia Delta Integrale among them. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Drivin Ivan.